Good for me. Excuse me, I need iframes. You're not gonna give me any iframes? Are you dead? Okay, luckily you are. Okay, so that's the way we came. This is the way down. Gotta kill you, because if I don't kill you, I won't be able to heal. Got the bell. Woo! Woo! Bell surfing, man! Oh, God! I'm okay. I'm not stuck. Weird Flatwoods monster looking ass enemy says disposable. Should wooden swords be their own classification? In another video game, it would be training weapon. Beware the old blood. Maybe I can walk through this. I don't think I can, but... This is a shortcut we've not unlocked. Okay. Oh, maybe we can here. That hit me. It's like sometimes I can do an aerial downwards attack move and sometimes I can't. Yo, this is new. Up here in the tower. Man, you should really, like, get a bigger weapon. Ah! No! It'd be a shame if someone pushed the enemy off the cliff. I would have preferred to have killed him. This door also requires a key. Oh, get a freaking key then. The hell is this? I'm like inside of a dead tree. I don't know what to do with that other than solve puzzles. Oh, I'm dead. I'm not dead. I think I may have been here before, though. Well. But this is where I've been before. What the heck? The wood grew back? Well, that doesn't make any sense. How many mask shards do I need to get a mask? In Neo, it's trash weapon or only training. At least we're getting more health. Okay, so I want to go up there, which I can get from here. And then you get knocked down. Never mind, I'm gonna get staggered, I guess. That works too. Each shard is one molecule of a mask. Collect them all. Gotta get them all. Stage mace, theater mace. We pick up the penance bearer. Requires cunning and attunement, so I'll never use it. Let me just have like sword. Yeah, give me like a faster sword, maybe, sometimes. All right, that requires a key. You're in a real awkward position, you know? Oh my fucking God. And it's not in an awkward position because you're like a hard enemy, it's just that your orbs are undodgeable. How? How? I guess you can dodge the AoE like power up that they do. Oh God, I knocked you down. Which means now you're gonna be shooting me with bullets for the next 30 years. How to avoid area attack! Really hate how just good of a lock on those things are. By dodging, I staggered him. You know, that's why the dodge is actually staggering those enemies when they do the big AoE attack, because it's such high stagger value, because their attack is such high value. You don't have to do it, but you could. These wizards and their orbs, it's all they think about, says username. They just sit there pondering their orbs. And what a mighty fine orb it is. Can I jump into the tree? I gotta figure out how to get into this tree so I can get whatever items inside of it. I think the game also wants me to jump down here, maybe not. Jump out the balcony? We could go out the balcony here. So that's something to think about for the future. Jumping out of balconies. Climbing some red leaf trees. Key to the Crimson Cloister. I don't know where that goes. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It could be anywhere. It could be the door up these stairs. I don't know. Oh. Oh, I can't even level up anymore. Let's upgrade. I have 82 weird points. Locked. Locked. Here's the thing. I'm just gonna spend them. Increase all healing received by while affected by radiant. I don't remember what radiant is. When infected by sick, that's disposable. little bit of just like, I don't know, there's a lot of upgrades, I don't know what to do with them. Rude, they say. Oh, I'm just, you know, sorry you're feeling bad. Oh, wish you were feeling better. You know, that's all. Well, now this is Dark Souls. Everyone's favorite part of a Souls game. Fuko Fatuo. Yes, Fuko Fatuo. Fuko Fatuo. Unraveled spice. Delicious. Art of Bobberich, welcome back, says Dark Souls 2 is finally done. You've completed it? Did you enjoy your time? Excuse me. Excuse me, coming through. Excuse me, coming through. Dodging some orbs, pondering. Thought you were calling me sick, but you were just referencing that I had an infection. You are sick. You are the sickest person I know. I do not know anyone else who is currently suffering from any sort of malady right now other than you. I hope you feel better. You sick person. No! Stop with the orbs! I guess we had to come up here just for the key. Now we can leave. Although it did seem like maybe I could have jumped out of one of these windows. Like here. Oh no, I literally can't. It's just, there's a wall. All right, well. I don't know. I guess I just need to jump down. So. Is there stuff over there? Could be. I can really see a vast distance here. Okay. Oh, we can't make that jump. Oh, we can just jump down here. Lol. 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 The Knight's Monolith. Oh, it's the Moonlight Greatsword. Now, where did we need a key? There's that ladder down above the river that would be nice to kick down. I just don't know how. Do wish this animation was a little faster. Wow, I really don't have any, huh? Any levels available? All right. I can't help but feel like there was something here that we missed. Because I didn't go down into the water. See ya. That's not what I meant. Alright, this just got the last achievement. The last Dark Souls 2 achievement. What was your last achievement? I don't remember a lot about Dark Souls 2. Out of all the Souls games, it's the one that I remember the least, and have played the least, and have heard the least. Yeah, I staggered him by dodging. That's really weird. Interesting, but weird. Yeah, all the enemies down here give us lifesteal. Oh. Whatever, hit him. Get your health back. They do not care that I'm here. Had to max a couple covenants and go to New Game Plus Plus to buy the last 3 to upgrade pyromancies. That's unfortunate. Alright, well. Respiro di Oltrevia. It's also lungs. I've unlocked lungs. Well, this was what I wanted to get down here, I guess. Anything else that maybe I missed out on? It doesn't look like it. The exception of these guys. Sunlight medals took about as long as the rest of the game, says part of Bob Rich. Oh no. Is there any like mandatory PvP? Hopefully there's enough people playing Dark Souls if that's the case. Dark Souls 2 specifically. That you wouldn't have to wait a long time. If you get the drop on these enemies, they're not that bad. Hello. Fresh, locally available Rogers? Who's Rogers? I'll be back for seconds! Broken thing. And then... Wait a minute. Oh, it's just a door. I didn't see this door down here. Guess because everything is just dark and red. Bit of a run. Damn it, game. I don't remember a lot of Dark Souls 2. Wish I did. Probably worth replaying at some point. Really shouldn't be playing the sound effect for the attack after I canceled his attack. Minor thing. Nope. There you go. So we've already been down here. We already picked up the item. And we're already leaving. Okay. Now the question remains, where the hell does this key go? I thought maybe it would be down here, but that is obviously not the case. It is possible that it's just across the gap here. That might not even be something accessible. This just sends you back. So you know what? F it. Didn't even hurt that much. There are offline alternates. Either wait forever for PvP to drop them or farm particular areas for a low drop chance for the items you need. Okay. I'm glad that that exists for you. Can you heal on a ladder? No. Well, I answered that question. I want to make this jump, man. I think we can do it. Ha! There's nothing over here. Come on. Nothing. People are still not able to kill Melania even with help. The worst are the tank shield ones. Session red, it's funny to see trying to help. You're making me want to play Elden Ring. This is making me want to play Elden Ring. Okay, where the hell does this key go? I don't remember any locked doors. Oh no, I do. Up this, maybe. No, I think I do. It's back, way back, when we first entered the area. It's like over here. I ran out of stamina. Yeah, it should just be over here. Melania was a fun Elden Ring fight. I had a good time with her. Fade to black. Applause. Yeah, woo! Should really still be leveling up stamina. But this, if I remember correctly, was a locked door. No. Was there not a locked door up here? Hold on. There's definitely a locked door up here. Where the hell was it? Here. Here. Now I'm gonna be exploring this entire game looking for the door. I know I found it earlier. Let's see. Oh, I'm not supposed to be up here. I'm stuck. I can move around this pillar. I can't move this way. No, I can move this way. I'm coming for you! I can't kill me! Alright, that was pretty good. Tip, don't go that way. Oh, I will show you the world. My freaking souls are over there too. Because I guess for a second I landed. Now I can't pick them up. Freaking game, man. All right, well, don't go that way. Where the hell is this locked gate? Is it over here? I do not remember. I will show you the world. Abe glitching and then complaining about glitch. Good job, Abe. What kind of a glitch is that? I jumped out of a window and there was a place I could stand. Except I couldn't stand there, the game cheated me. Out of my life. I can do this forever. Okay. Oh, I don't think I'm supposed to be here. Okay, so the ladder's not kicked down. I can't go up there. You falled for the trick. Wait, I have not been down here. This is new. The unraveled broken Myolica. I don't think I can go into the water. Every other time I've done that, it has killed me. So we're gonna ignore the blue water of death. Really need you to follow me over here. Wait, where are you? Oh! Camera 180'd. I guess we can do this. Thank God for broken video games, right? Alright, there's you. Let's wait for my stamina to come back. Like, once it's just you, I'm not worried. Part of Bobbert says, Nulu water might make you Maudib. I think you need to turn off autocorrect. I have no idea what you were trying to say. I've actually been here. This is where I said no because I was gonna die and then I ran away like a coward. But this just goes back down to where we were previously. This is not a doorway shortcut, unfortunately. This, I guess we could have gone here earlier. Oh, maybe I have been here. I've seen this place anyways. What? Didn't you ever see or read Dune, Abe, says Quirk. Yes, I don't remember the whole thing. Or the vague references. Or the very blunt references. So honestly, I don't remember. I don't know what a Maudib is. Ashenran, how much of this game did you play? Bard, how much of this game did you play? Do you guys know where this key goes? I'm losing my mind. I feel like I'm blind. Where the freaking hell did this key go, man? Start only, says Ashenran. Rip me. Bard says your pass where I was. You guys just couldn't get through the game, huh? You gotta watch a pro streamer do it? You know what? Thank you. Thank you for letting me be your pro streamer. I found it! It was here! That guy turned around super quick. I wanna heal, please. Oh my god, of course.
Can you feel it crawling in your ears?
Then we get into the problem of, God damn it. No! I don't want to have to come back. I'm out of heals too. Damn it. Cheese it is. Delicious. That's gonna kill me! Why do they all have that lethal one-hit KO attack? Ashenran says, my PC couldn't run it. Yeah, my PC can't run it. Okay, whew, got it. At least I roughly know where to go. As long as no one shoots me in the back with red bullets. But who would do that, right? Okay.
This will
Hi.
be your eternal torture.
Gouge cheesed you. Yeah, now he's dead. Okay, how do I get up to you and stop your weird bullets? Damn, they have perfect homing. It's so BS. What am I stuck on? Alright, well I don't think I can jump down here. I think this is probably something that's gonna kill. Oh. I made it. I made it back. Draft RG, welcome. How are you doing today? You fool. You foolish fool. How you doing, Draft? Welcome to I forgot the name of the game. Something, something... A song tale. Enotria, the last song. A souls-like of Italian lore. And maybe, I don't know. Probably not Italian lore, probably just made by Italians. Made in the finest of Italy. Cool Vista, unfortunately, I'm feeling a little bit, I'm feeling a little bit like we're gonna get surprised by something right here. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, and by surprise, I mean, you're just right there. Man, I hate that I can't stagger that guy out of his AoE. Schlunk. Inspiration acquired. What is it? That's how you actually unlock the perks, right? You have to get the inspiration and then they're actually unlockable in the perk tree. Is that right? That seems right. Unraveled Ephestite fragment. You know, that's something I haven't done in a while. Upgrade my weapons. That would be nice. Nugget. Good old nugget. Oh my god, I'm about to unlock a soul shortcut. I can kick down the ladder. I really didn't mean to just combo 5 attacks together, but every time I tried to jump, I didn't have stamina. So it kind of just worked out that way. Do your thing. Go ahead, do your thing. Go ahead, do your thing! I think we're gonna have a boss fight. Cause there is a giant door leading into a cathedral, a blacksmith hammer, and a checkpoint. Sorry, a bonfire. Sorry, a lantern. Sorry, a knot that requires unraveling. Insufficient money. I can actually solve that problem. Hold on. Quantity to use. Use. Need 400 more? Don't make me farm. There you go. Perfect. There you go. A 183 base, 198 damage weapon. Really? It seems low. Why is it so low? How come all of the damage from weapons was reduced recently, I feel? Ardore damage, unraveling damage. I forget what Ardore damage is, honestly. But we do a lot of it, so I'm happy. It's a plank. What did you expect? Expected it to do a lot of damage. Oh, there's the actual weapon. Drought of Perpetuity, Blessed Meal, Holy Water. They're giving you consumables before the boss fight. All right. All right, you ready to spend the next like 2 hours learning a boss pattern? Ashen Red says, I want to stay, but I want to sleep, but I want to stay. It's the weekend.
Death darts on the precipice of doom. The cycle must begin anew.
Oh, it was an easy fight.
Guide me through the darkness. Must the shepherd join the light? A late arrival. Let us pray.
Something tells me I'm not gonna like this boss fight. The Red Prior. Prior to what? You were right. You parry. You have to parry the balls. Okay. So you can parry it. You gotta parry the balls right when they hit you. I don't know, like, it doesn't make sense to me mechanically because it's just your arm. Why does your arm have the ability to parry bullets that hurt you when they hit you, you know? I don't have a shield. I played a game like that where you had to parry projectiles, but I don't remember the name. It says Ashen Rand. Anyone remember the name? Something I've noticed, by the way, is that when you go in for a jumping attack, you want to attack right before you hit the ground, because you can. The attack will just happen instantly as soon as you hit the ground, if you've hit A, but while in the air. Very strange. Okay, not good. Balls. Didn't parry them all. That way you can choose whether or not to attack by just pressing A before you land, and then you just immediately go into the attack. Oh, that one missed.
I can't stand it. A silence is more excruciating than a dagger's blade.
What are you talking about, my dude? No, don't shoot me your balls. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be standing here. What did I just use? What did I just equip? You know what I don't like about the balls? I don't know where they are. It's really hard to make the determination of where they are in 3D space. Maybe you can press A in the air and you do it immediately. Because it seemed like that time, I like kicked him in the face. Alright, so phase 2 at 60%. Ashenran says, I remember a boss in Lies of P. You had to parry her lightning bolts. Your left arm is more armored than the rest of you, says Barda Bobrich. Of course! Ah, yes. Decentanium of the left arm. If only I had the rest of my body with that type of armor. I meant to move! Just kill me. Nah, we gotta learn the patterns. I'm still getting a little bit of Gumby feeling from this. Like, I feel like the dude is moving more than he should be. Yeah, because there's no shadow on the ground of where those projectiles are. I have no idea where they are. I just have to guess how far away they are from me. Oh my god. At least bosses don't punish healing as much here. As they do in Elden wrong. That's probably gonna hurt. They really need to make it so that interact does not jump. I'm realizing now just how important that is in Elden Ring, that they are separate buttons. See that? Sometimes you attack immediately when you're in the air, sometimes you have a very, like, slow delay. And then you attack only after you hit the ground. I don't know why. It's different. I think it's just because I kicked him in the face. That's a bad move on my part. I should, like, look at my upgrades and the perks that I have on. Still not in phase 2 yet, huh? That's gonna hurt. Out of heals. He dodged by just walking to the side slowly. Input press punishing and not the animation punishing, says Ashenran. Because it's always instant in Elden Ring. The moment you press the button, the boss launches a fireball in your direction or something. Okay. I'm gonna take a second. I'm gonna take 1 minute, 59, 58, I mean, as soon as this thing loads, 57. I want to check out my loadouts. This loadout's fine. I'm not using the active abilities. I should. I'm just unga bungaing it. But let's see. We have a crossbow, a magic crossbow. Polearm. Step backward, then immediately follow up with the other equipped weapon. That's why it changes. Oh my god. Spear and toss it straight ahead. Perform a powerful heavy attack. Dealing damage to anyone in its path. Summon the Prince of Laughter's weapon and perform a violent downward slam dealing area damage aligned with the Viz element. Summon Vermiglio's Scepter and shoots a Fatuo Orb. We'll just, I don't know, give me, where's the spear? Spear and give me the Man of Laughter. There you go. Okay, got some upgrades. And perks. Dodging causes unraveling. Finishing attacks are increased. We can probably swap that out for like anything else. Mask lines charge up faster. On casting a mask line, weapon is briefly infused. No, I want like stamina recovery. When affected, when affected, when affected. When affected. Increases all healing received when radiant. I don't even know what that means. Killing an enemy increases your luck. Probably don't need that. Upon dealing damage, you get stamina regen. Casting a line mask heals you. We should really be casting those then. Okay. Can't help but notice I don't even have a shadow. I have a tiny little shadow by my feet, and that's it. That's the extent of the shadow. If there was a shadow for the orbs, it would make it way easier to actually see where they are, because right now it's basically impossible to really predict where they are. Really gotta be hitting and stacking up the stagger meter. That time I didn't jump. Why am I not staggering him anymore? Apparently got hit by one of them. All right, reset the fight. Oh, you son of a gun. I'll hit you, I don't care. Gotta keep up the aggression. Oh my god. He moves backwards very slightly, just out of range. Well, I hope I healed doing that. I certainly didn't do any damage. No. If you're gonna kill me, just kill me. Oh, I am out of heals though. That's unfortunate. What the? Talk about staggering him. I knocked his ass on the ground. Tong. Oh, every time. Maybe not every time, a lot of the time. Okay. I haven't been using those moves. You might as well use them because when you do damage, they charge. So over the course of the fight, you're gonna be able to use them multiple times. I found it very funny that the one that was the spear knocked him on his ass. We should be using that more often. Range on it leaves a little to be desired. God. Dodge. Why is your dodge so bad? That was a great start and then I just bricked it. Thank God he doesn't do his intro all over again. Ooh, I saw him. Well. Felt like you just kind of made me parry spam there. Could you stop with the ranged attacks? Ugh. That's just like, it feels very bad. Trying to dodge, or trying to parry those things. It just doesn't work very well. Not that the parry doesn't work, it's just because the projectile has no, like, shadow. I have no idea how far away it is from me. How big are they? I don't know. Gotta keep the staggering going up. Maybe we actually don't have to. Maybe I've been focusing on the stagger too much. Pretty hard to judge the distances, but the arena is not a good style. If the arena doesn't help, the camera angle doesn't help, the camera position behind the character doesn't help. It's all just kind of coming together to be like, somewhere in space between me and the dude, there's a red ball. I don't know where it is. Somewhere I'm gonna have to press a parry. Okay, stop that. You know what it is with the dodge? I think it just doesn't cue the dodges. So as soon as I am able to act, I have to re-press the button for it. Really? Thought I would have had that. All right, that one, that's understandable. Kill me! Come on! Stop trying to kill me and kill me. Oh no. Just hit the button a bunch. It might work. That's gonna kill me. I prefer a press dodge than a Q dodge. In ER, Q dodge killed me nearly every time if I didn't pay attention, says Ashen Ran. There's a fine line. You know, you want to have some sort of a Q system. Hell, Enter the Gungeon has a dodge Q. But you don't want it to be so long, and I think that's Elden Ring's problem. The dodge Q is like a second, which is way too long. It needs to be like a tenth of a second, or a quarter of a second. And maybe this game has a dodge Q that long, but it feels a lot shorter. It's not phase 2. He just did a move. Or maybe it's just like, you just don't recover from getting hit fast enough that you can dodge. I don't know. That's bad. I tried to angle the camera so I could see it. Malta. More of these. I'm like, maybe if I look down I can see it. No, can't see it when you look down. Good. Oh my god. Okay, well, get away from him. You hit the parry button a bunch. Hope for the best. I think I just need to dodge better. Please, Boo, welcome. Says, this looks interesting. That's how I would describe it.
How dare you touch me?
I meant to do a dashing attack. I'm still kind of struggling to figure out why sometimes certain inputs don't want to work the way I want them to work. Also, this guy is real freaking tanky and has very annoying red ball attacks. Malt. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, maybe because of frames, but because there's so little to render in this room, it's actually running pretty well. It's like 45, 50 frames per second. Not the balls! Pleasepool says, did you finish Resident Evil 3 yet? Been waiting for more VODs. I just gotta render them. We played Resident Evil 3 last year. I've been bad about keeping on top of the rendering quotient. It works too. Nope.
only beacon of fate.
No, not this one. I don't think it worked. Whenever I hit this guy, I don't know if anyone else notices, but it sounds squeaky. Squeak! Yeah, maybe that would hurt. I'm losing momentum. Wow, come on! You're God damn it. Make sure you jump. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, I need a drink. Just ah. Oh man, that was funny. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Luckily, I powered through it with armor. I gotta stop using that move. It does not have the range. Phase 2 is DDR. Yeah. Ah, damn it. All right. Wait for the balls. Because moving to the side makes it a little bit easier to parse where they are in the world. That's not the move I wanted to do, game. He sounds very squishy, like squeaky when I hit him. It's very strange. Not the move I wanted to do. All right, hold on. We're gonna lose some progress. You might know my strategy. It's called do the heavy attack over and over again. It's a Elden Ring staple. That was bad on my part. That was also bad. Also bad. Did I run out of stamina there? Ow, balls! Dodge, you son of a gun! That's gonna kill me. He's using spin momentum. He's a scientist. This damn science is making me pissed. Something, something. I don't know. It's been a while. I gotta just remember in phase 2, jump.
I can't stand it. The silence is more excruciating than a dagger's bite.
Seems like, as the player, I can take a hit on occasion and not get staggered. But if I take 2 hits, I do get staggered. In quick succession. And for the enemies, of course, you see their bar. Not the move I wanted, but it worked out. Figured we'd get some balls at some point. Should never have worked. Need more stamina recovery, that's what I need. Oh, I can't actually do a counterattack on him? That's what it seemed like. We've got to be entering phase 2 very shortly. What? Beams? Meteors? Not entirely certain what to do.
I cleansed this holy place from deviance and perversion with my own blood.
I gotta figure out how to stop the beam. Seems to like track you very well. That was bad. Maybe dodge. I'm not dodging, so that's probably what. For the first half of the fight, I'm not dodging pretty much at all. So I should toss in a dodge for the beam. It's, isn't there a dragon from the Souls game that has a beam attack like that? One that goes straight up and down, and one of them that's like a big spazzy laser. I remember that. Not my favorite move in the game, but, you know, it's doable. Really wish I had even more stamina. That's okay. Yeah, I took a hit there. So what? That was a Placidix one. Dude, my dude is very squishy. Squeaky. I keep calling him squishy. He's far from squishy. He's very tanky. Wrong button. Surprised I didn't die there because I hit the wrong button.
Soon in her light, you shall
No do F5? What? No, do F5. Cute, cut. I'm sorry. Ash and Rand, I want you to pretend that those last 4 messages you sent didn't exist and retype them. Oh, were you saying something, Ash and Rand? Twitch must have bugged. I didn't get the messages. Looks like the stream died. Looks fine for me. Did it actually say it may have bugged? Because that is what it says if there's no video.
Why aren't you speaking to me?
Like 5 seconds? Well, that's unfortunate. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Kinda gotta focus. He's like Little Gumby. Didn't get the red error screen, just a stream end screen. I don't know. I press dodge! Well, that time I was out of stamina. That's understandable.
I can't stand it. Her silence is more excruciating than a dagger's blade.
How do we have so little stamina on this guy? A little stagger. I'm not judging you, I'm judging your animations, that's it. Not your motives. Keep reading that as a red piper. That didn't stagger you, you still attacked, huh? Rude. Whoa! Maybe you get far enough away from him because it looked like that beam did not go the distance. Or go for speed. God, come on. I don't know what debuff this is. I gotta get in there and hit him too, at some point. I like that. Just knock him on his ass. We can smack him. He can be felled. He can be beaten. Why use the crossbow when that close, you dummy? It's fine. All right. And I think he's dead. No phase 2.
Mother sacred, may darkness light before me. Devotion of the flesh and soul I give as absolute. I plead to you, do not forsake me.
Foe vanquished. The funeral blaze. Thanks for playing the demo. Next step. That wasn't too hard. What perfect timing for me to have run out of space on my hard drive, giving me the time to take some time to think about my time with Enotria, the last song. Because after 3.5 hours with this game, I have quite a few thoughts to summarize here. The very obvious elephant in the room is that the game's performance is pretty awful. Installed on an SSD with above recommended system requirements, the game sometimes struggles to maintain even 20 FPS at 1080p resolutions, with frequent and extreme stutters in some of the more geometrically intensive areas of the game. In fact, the blurriness, the bad frame rate, and the stutters are so bad that I was getting motion sickness from playing this. The game was never maxing out the CPU or the GPU. Both were generally under 50% capacity while streaming. The stuttering specifically might be an issue with the Unreal 5 engine and some sort of asset streaming or shader compilation issue. Similar stuttering happens in some Unreal 4 games on some systems. I personally have experienced those issues in games like Returnal and Callisto Protocol. So on performance alone, I can't really recommend Enotria. But with 3 months to go before its release, hopefully the developers, JAMA Games, can work out the performance issues. I know that one big suspicion was that they delayed Enotria's release from originally June to now September to avoid clashing with Elden Ring's DLC launch. While understandable, to me this feels like a convenient excuse to buy themselves some more time to fix the performance issues in the game that I'm sure they're aware of. I think it also explains why originally for the June release, the developers canceled the planned Xbox release, probably due to performance issues and Series X, Series S parity requirements. But kicking the release back 3 months to September gives them a little bit more time to improve the performance. So now the Xbox release is back on schedule. The TLDR here is that hopefully we will see some major performance improvements by release. Now, I want to talk for a minute here about specifically the lighting in Enotria. When I was trying to improve performance, I turned down some of the graphics settings to try and improve the frame rate as much as possible. This didn't really improve the frame rate that much, but what it did do was significantly alter the lighting in the game and darken many areas. The opening sunflower field, for instance, is significantly darker with the graphics turned down to medium. It's a much more impressive, bright, and warm moment with the lighting turned up. And in the final zone, medium lighting just makes the area look dark and flat. But with higher lighting quality, the red flowers give illumination to the tree roots, and the blue mist provides a gloomy atmosphere that creates contrast against the red plants. So yeah, I made a mistake in turning down the settings in an attempt to improve the game's performance. The loss in lighting quality is not worth a slight improvement in frame rates. That being said, even though the game looks much better with the higher quality settings, there are still issues with the game's graphics and lighting regardless of your settings. This room after the prince fight is completely black until you enter it, which made me confused as I couldn't tell it was a room, so I wandered for a bit looking to progress the game. And seemingly no torches in the game are actually light sources, whether on the walls or held by enemies. Animations and combat are also quite janky in this demo. You have your obvious jank, such as opening the final boss door without actually touching it, or throwing a rock that makes you look like you don't even have a skeleton to hold your body upright. But there's also some really nasty looking visuals in the combat animations, or rather in between combat animations. Take a look at the Prince of Laughter's attacks here. In this example, in one of his animations, it looks like he's about to attack from his right side, but instead of following through, he cancels and switches to his left side. Now take a look at this other enemy, who does exactly the same thing. He begins a wind up on the right side, then cancels into an attack from his left. This really doesn't feel like a fake out from the enemies. If it is, it's a direct copy and paste of the animation from one character to another. Instead, this feels like just bad animation, or the combat system is overriding enemy actions before they complete. For additional jank, here's the first boss, quote unquote, the Force of Change. Notice how sometimes the arms and the sword quickly shift positions as he enters into an idle pose. This blurry and jerky motion makes it really difficult to predict what the enemy is actually doing. And here's an example of this type of thing from Prince of Laughter. An attack ending on his left side, an animation reset to the right, then a charged attack from the left. It's exceptionally difficult to predict what is happening and follow the enemy movements here. Here's another. Ignore the part where I died and watch this enemy's attack. His animation after the second swing resets to a resting state, then immediately returns to where it was to begin a third attack. It just looks like a blurry mess, which probably isn't helped by the poor frame rate and motion blur settings in the game. All of these animations are not smooth as one would expect. They are instead jerky and almost instant. And these examples I cherry-picked are from only a cursory review of my recorded footage, so I'm sure there are other examples of this type of thing occurring in the game. But sometimes it's rather difficult to find good examples, considering that often the enemies are being hidden behind your character model due to the poor camera placement. And there might also be some disconnect between combat animations and their sound cues. These enemies in the final area, they sometimes still play their attack sounds even after being interrupted. And there's one final thing to note that was pretty annoying in this game. It's the final boss fight, and specifically the red orb projectiles that he fires. These projectiles don't leave any sort of shadow, nor do they cast any sort of light, so it is very difficult to determine how close they are to the player. Not to mention how unintuitive it is that the player would be able to parry a magical attack in the first place. But something that I've only realized after the fact was that during my boss fights, having previously set the quality down to medium, It actually enabled screen space reflections on the ground of this room. So the orbs actually cast a incorrect reflection, making it even more confusing as to determine their actual position in 3D space. So if you're fighting this boss, make sure to raise your graphics settings above medium to stop this poor reflection from happening on the ground. Okay, so while I think there's some serious work that needs to be put into various aspects of the graphics, the lighting, the combat, and animations in Enotria, it's not all bad. And on that point, let's talk about some of the game mechanics. I originally thought that the mask loadouts were a bit of a gimmick. I have changed my opinion on that, even though I basically didn't use the system at all. I now think that it is a really simple design to allow players to have separate builds for different situations. One build could focus on heavy attacks, another on dodging and forcing enemies to be staggered. You could have one build for handling bosses and one build for dealing with exploration and random enemies that you'll encounter. Or you could experiment with perks and weapons and know that you can quickly swap back to what you were using previously. The mask lines that function somewhat similarly to spells don't have a mana, FP, or SP cost. They don't cost anything. They only recharge after doing enough damage to enemies. And I really like this type of ability system in games. It prevents the player from being too passive if they want to keep using their abilities. It reminds me of games like Scourgebringer or Astral Ascent that require the player to deal damage in order to regain charges for their ranged attacks. It's a good system, again, even if I didn't use it as much as I could have. Let me also say that I appreciate no apparent weapon durability. Players are safe from having to randomly stop everything and try to remember which NPCs in the game can repair their only upgraded sword. Players also have the ability to undo weapon upgrades, which results in a complete refund of material, but not of the cost of the upgrade. That just about covers everything that I wanted to talk about in Enotria. Yes, the performance issues are a hurdle for enjoying the experience, but even overcoming that, clunky combat, janky animations, and samey fights makes the game a bit underwhelming. For now, thank you very much for watching this Let's Look At of Enotria, the Last Song. Like this video if you have enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next Let's Look At.